gathered here today to give thanks for the 20th anniversary of the Senior Center.
Thank you, Father Filkins. Father Filkins is an outgoing board member. He's been a board member for us for a long time, and we really appreciate his service. We're fortunate to have people here who are related to the founders of the Senior Center. And I would like to recognize them very quickly. There's a lot of them here. I didn't know we were going to have this meeting, but we got them. We have Anna Turnage, who was a daughter and on the city council, or granddaughter, I'm sorry, and the city council. Where's Anna? You're going to hear from her in just a minute. We have Angela, who's her sister, is here, and Holly, okay, Angela Holly, also a granddaughter, and then we have our DA here, Hal Kittredge is here, yeah. We have Tony Tate Lockwood is here, the daughter. We have Derek Turnage is here. He's actually our coroner too. And Tyler Tate is here. Hey, Tyler. Corbin Tate, the great-grandchild. Yay, there you are. Of course, you'll hear from Jim Luke, our mayor, in just a minute. Joe Sheila's here, and her husband, deceased, was a board member at the time. Stacy Wilkes is here. She's a representative, state representative for us. We have Bill Edwards here, who is filming and filmed the initial grand opening of this building. So that's pretty cool. What can we really do to honor the people who had the vision to put this place here in the first place? As we're thinking about it, we say, well, the greatest thing we can do to honor them is to ensure that this place is going to be here at least for the next 20 years. And so that became our goal. And we didn't quite know how we were going to do it, but we reached out to some friends, some supporters, and one of our great supporters in the Lower Pearl River Valley Foundation, and a couple of individuals, and we were able to put together the money to really refurbish and rehab this entire facility. This facility's got a brand new roof. We've got a brand new paint job. We've got a brand new walking track down at the end. We tore up the asphalt that was all crumbly because of roots. Put in concrete, which should stay there for at least 20 years. We replaced all of the AC units, which thank God we did that, given how hot it's going to be this week. And got automatic doors. We've cut down a bunch of old dead trees that were starting to cause a hazard. And basically, there's no reason this place can't be here for at least another 20 years as long as we do the annual maintenance on it. We have a small staff. They're small but mighty. So if our staff would just raise their hand. We got Ruby down here. Julie's in the back. Kathleen Petton is back there. Where's Cassie? Cassie's right there. And so they do a tremendous job. And as a matter of fact, we've got one person who has been here almost as long as this building has been here. And Kathleen Petton is celebrating 15 years on the staff here. Kathleen, come up real quick, Kathleen. She thought I was being grouchy.
Y'all don't know how hard it is to keep a secret from her.
Thank y'all. I love you all.
All of you got an invitation, and in the invitation, you flipped it open, you saw this picture. And it's a drawing of the building. And that was done by Gail Sheasby, one of our painters. Gail? And
Thank you.
well, thank you. I'd like to bring up Juanita Gex. Juanita was recently named Senior of the Year by the radio station. Congratulations. And was on the board when all of this was being built. So Juanita, if you come up and just say a couple of words.
I was here from the beginning, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about how we came to be the Senior Center. In 1994 was the approximate date that the Senior Center was formed. AARP members Wootsy Tate and Dr. William Hawley secured a vacant meeting room at the Picayune Housing Authority on 6th Avenue, and they furnished it with sofas, chairs, it was a vacant room, tables, rugs, and so forth. The AARP did that. In 2001 was the approximate date that a grant was awarded by Pearl River Valley Foundation in the amount of about $240,000. With this money, this lot was purchased. Wootsy Tate called a meeting. We all came and sat around the table wherever we were at that time. And she had her plans drawn up to scale. She had all the air conditioning and the heating system and everything. And this is what we built. It's Wootsy Tate was the architect. Wootsy Tate could do anything. And I think I'm the only one still here of that original board. But Wootsy Tate.
At this time, I'd like to call up Mayor Jim Loop. The city is a great partner of ours, and we appreciate you being here, Jim. And Jim was a part of that second piece, the annex. In fact, you'll see his name on the wall over there.
As David said, I enjoyed serving on the board for a period of time when we put the annex onto the building, and it was very enjoyable to work with the folks then. And I've watched this senior center grow and grow and grow, and it's a beautiful, treasured place. I have memories of bringing my mother here after my father died in 2000. And she took art classes, I believe, right in there to the right there. It was really great for her to move forward with her life after my dad and her have been together for 50 years. And the Senior Center is a treasure for Picayune. It is a treasure. And if people haven't seen it, they need to. And it's just, and I see Councilwoman Turnage and Councilman Ford here. They thank you for allowing us to serve you. I think at this time we want Councilwoman Turnage to come up. She's got some history that goes way back also. So.
I think I'm just going to speak from the heart. If any of you knew my Granny Wootsy, I like to say she was ahead of her time with a lot of things. She had tremendous dreams and ideas, and by default, my Papa Bill struggled along. I remember many times her dragging him place to place for this senior center. She was very, like Ms. Jack said, very meticulous in her planning, the decorating, wallpaper. She loved wallpaper. And she spent many, many nights here planning this and decorating. She loved her community. Her and my Papa Bill both loved this community, and had volunteered numerous hours for many different charities as well as the Senior Center. So today, while you guys celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Senior Center, you guys are not only celebrating the Senior Center, but you're celebrating my grandparents' dreams. So we appreciate you having us.
We had a visit from the state a couple of weeks ago. It was just a routine follow-up. They hadn't been around for a while because of the whole stuff with COVID and whatnot. We do get our meal program is funded through a state program, and so they come by about once a year, twice a year. And they told us that we were the largest senior center in the state. I said, how is that possible? Because I've seen some of the other buildings, and there's some buildings that are larger than ours. They said, no. They said, by participation, we serve more seniors than any center in the state. These other buildings are generally multi-purpose. They're used by other agencies within the city or county. And we're the only private, to get to what I want to say, we're the only private senior center in the state. Others are part of a Parks and Rec or city or county or something like that. So the vision, Juanita, from the beginning was brilliant. That it's a private, nonprofit corporation, and we can pretty much do what needs to be done for our members in Picayune. So with that, I'd like to bring up our current president, Mike Fitzwilliams, to close us out.
I've been reduced to this little bitty card. Again, welcome to everyone here. Just as a little sidelight, 50 years ago today, I was standing in an airport in Saigon waiting to come back from Vietnam, and I know there are other people in here who have shared that experience. If you'll raise your hand, I appreciate it. Okay? Thank you. Of the 20 years that this building has been in here, Carol and I have been on the board for 12 of them. So we like to think that we've had a nice positive impact, but everybody else that's in here has had the same thing. This is an interesting thing for me because I'm Irish, I'm Catholic, I'm in front of a congregation, but I'm not going to pass the plate, so you're all safe at the time being. I'm violating my heritage here, but you understand. This is a success story. And it's a success story that includes donors, participants, board members, suppliers, and the staff. And David acknowledged his staff. They're here every day to make this thing work. They're the grease that makes the whole thing work. The board members are kind of last in the line because while we do make decisions that help facilitate the operations, we're the ones that meet once a month. They're here every day making this work. So all I can tell you is enjoy yourselves. It's what we're here for, and all of you make this work, whether you're in a political stance, a non-governmental stance, or you just come here for the sheer pleasure of making new friends. We're appreciative of y'all being here, and I applaud all of y'all.
All right, for the rest of the time, we've got an open house set up. We've got art displayed over here, and some of Gail's art and others. The wood carvers, if you've not seen any of our wood carving projects, they are in the annex. In just about 2 seconds, we're going to have the line dancers crank up the music. But now we're going to do a rededication with the big scissors and the ribbon. So Lacey Lee, the chamber representative, will come up.
We ain't got no sharpen. Okay, there you go.